Whee! Explosion. What's up everyone? Today I've got some Capture the Flag gameplay footage for you. As you can see on the map here, each side has its own spawn point and corresponding flag location. Now to win a round, you've got to get both flags back to your team's flag location. If you're tagged, you go back to spawn, take a 30 count, you're back in the game. If you're carrying a flag, you can't use your blaster, but you can carry both flags at once. With that said, let's get into the footage. You'll notice that we're starting with Josh in this video, and that's because when I was watching the footage, I noticed just how different his playstyle is than mine. Where I tend to prefer the corners and tighter areas, he's a bit more versatile than I am, and he really is more open to these wide open space kind of shootouts where you've got a lot more room to work with. That could come down to blaster choice, since he really does like the elite alpha trooper, and I tend to stick with things like mag strikes, rapid strikes, and other higher rate of fire blasters, but maybe not as accurate long range. So yeah, I thought that was interesting and just wanted to let you guys see maybe some different play styles. One of the things you're going to notice in both of the captures you'll see in this video is that the flag runner has protection, and that's something I can't stress enough if you're playing Capture the Flag. While you might be able to run solo off of a distraction and get the flag, getting it all the way back to your flag is going to be way harder than if you had some kind of protection. So just something to think about when you're playing Capture the Flag.
Killing me over here.
I see some people online talking about how they don't run secondaries because they just add bulk and they're quicker off just switching their clips. If that works for them, great, but I really see Josh and BFU as good examples of why running a secondary like a Hammer Shot or a Sweet Revenge can really be a great help. Josh is really quick when it comes to switching between his Hammer Shot and his Alpha Trooper, and it really saves him in some of these situations.
Alrighty. No, ricochets for regular darts don't count. Oh, dang it. You scared me, Sean.
Alright, so I'm here with Kimball, and he has got a Elite Streamline modded Centurion. So talk me through what you did to this monster of a blaster.
Well, this is one of the Explorer kits. It's the Centurion kit, drop-in kit pretty much. You have to do some cutting and some gluing, but once it's in there, it's a beast. I added a Barrett 50 cal muzzle brake, green laser, and a red dot sight. And the red dot sight's set for 60 feet, and the green laser is set for 30 feet. In addition to that, I have sling points, just so I can maintain my blaster.
It's awesome. We actually just played a couple games with this thing, and he pretty much held the middle of the field on his own. So this kit is a monster kit. It is awesome and a little bit scary. Mind if I feel this thing? It's got a good heft to it. The elite blue paint job I like the elite lettering. Just give you an idea, it's not your normal Centurion.
Yep.
But I don't think we're gonna be able to get footage of it today, but maybe at another game, hopefully we'll see it with some first-person footage. But thanks again, and that's awesome.
All right.
So we'll send back some gameplay.
As you can see, I am using the Paragon, a blaster that I feel is vastly underutilized for game types like King of the Hill, where being able to put out a huge wall of foam that, while not impossible to dodge, does force players to slow down or stop for a few seconds, and those few seconds can be huge in capturing a hill or just kind of securing an objective. That said, we weren't playing King of the Hill, we were playing Capture the Flag, so I found out just how weak this blaster is in that game type. I felt very useless with the short engagement range the Paragon has, and I was able to slow people down a little bit, but it never really felt like it had the impact it would in a different game type. That said, the Paragon really is a ton of fun to use, so if you're looking for something fun, maybe give it a try.
Oh my god. I can't stop that. Oh, tag that shot. Oh, it almost curved.
So the burn game does have a rule in place that says ricochets do count for vortex blasters.
Oh,
so I spent a good amount of the time in the 2 games I played trying to get ricochet tags. Unfortunately, I was not successful.
Oh! Oh, it was so close! I thought I had it. The dream. Stop it, why? Someone took it. Come on.
So I made what I think is a big mistake here, and I want to talk you guys through it so you can see my thoughts on putting the team ahead of yourself. Now here I've got Sean, and I tell him I'm going to wrap around this building to distract the people on the other side so he can come up behind them and get the tags. This is, I think, a good plan, and I think would have worked well had I not been distracted by the easy tag once I left the conversation. This left Sean probably peeking around a corner, expecting people to be looking the other way, but we're probably ready for him, and he was probably tagged out. So,
He was so far up,
had I not been distracted by the easy tag, we could have probably gotten 2, maybe 3 tags for the team, which could have let us hit an opening and maybe gotten the flag and a cap. So it's just things to consider, and something I noticed when I was watching the footage. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to leave them below. I love talking with you guys, and I will see you next time.